It now extends up further under Mountain View. There's a little dam over there, a little ways above that, eventually connecting to more amenities above that. So this was a trail fully funded by Salt Lake County with what they call fourth quarter sales tax. Every fourth quarter, they've got to find shovel-ready projects to take on. Herriman is so good about having projects ready to go to where they call and say, you got projects, are ready to say yes. That's critical to have partners that are willing to help with stuff like this. So $500,000, 3,500 feet of trail, connects two more neighborhoods into the system. It's just phenomenal.
Welcome to Herrimanology,
the official podcast to keep up with Herriman City.
We'll take you inside the city, explore the latest news and updates, show you how your government operates, and discuss the issues that affect us all. Now, here are your hosts talking all things Herriman on Herrimanology.
All right, welcome to Herrimanology. It is Thursday, November 21st, and just like that, Thanksgiving's in a week. You ready?
Oh my gosh. I thought I was until you said that.
It's in a week, people. So go get your turkey before it gets picked over. Your other fixings. I'm a yams guy. I don't know if you're a yams.
I'm not a yams guy.
Favorite Thanksgiving? I guess we can talk about this next week, but
I'm not even a turkey guy. Like, don't tell anybody. I'm not even I want ham.
I'm with you on that.
I'm a ham. Turkey's too dry. I like ham. Give me ham.
I'm with you. I don't feel like very many people actually like turkey. We're just so stuck in doing tradition that
it's true.
Anyway,
you got to have it.
Knock yourself out. Get whatever you want for Thanksgiving. We're going to get turkey and yams and probably some other things.
Love it.
I'm John LaFollette, Communications Manager here at Herriman City, alongside Mayor Palmer. How are you doing?
Good to be here again. Yeah.
Fun day yesterday. You were out representing the city, and a lot of people who did a lot of work getting ribbon cutting is the word I'm looking for the Juniper Canyon trail extension.
Yes.
So this is along and kind of really underneath Mountain View corridor between Rosecrest and Real Vista drives.
Mm-hmm. So this was phase 2, if you want to call it that, of that Juniper Canyon trailhead. Mm-hmm. That trailhead is over by just north of Lee's Marketplace. That whole development going in right there, just right on Real Vista, like you said, or Sentinel. Sentinel changes that just right on that area. People were asking where it is. That's where the trailhead is. It now extends up further under the freeway or under Mountain View. There's a little dam over there, a little ways above that, and eventually connecting to more amenities above that. So this was a trail fully funded by. I would note this was fully funded by Salt Lake County with what they call fourth quarter sales tax. Every fourth quarter, they've got to find shovel-ready projects to take on. Herriman is so good about having projects ready to go to where if they call and say, you got projects, are ready to say yes. So this was entirely funded by the county, no local stuff, that's critical to have partners that are willing to help with stuff like this. So $500,000, 3,500 feet of trail, connects two more neighborhoods into the system. It's just phenomenal.
So hats off to city staff for having this planned for a long time. We have a lot of other projects that are also planned. We had the design ready, sent it to Salt Lake County, and they said, okay, this sounds like a great project. They funded it, so big thanks to Salt Lake County, all of our partners in doing that. And
yep, Newman, G. Brown, everybody involved with that. Great project.
So I wish this was built a few years ago when I lived in that area. Right. I used to walk in this very area a lot, but it was just dirt and weeds, and but now there's a nice trail system there,
right?
Or at least an extension of the trail system.
Absolutely. Yep.
So
it's fantastic.
Speaking of Juniper, last week we talked about Juniper Crest Road and the future connection there with the Panorama development. Keith had asked, when Juniper Crest is connected to Mountain View, will there be a traffic light to turn left onto northbound Mountain View? What is the answer to that question?
Yes, that's the short answer is yes. They are two different projects. We always do our best to line those up. The Juniper Crest Road itself is a developer-led project, but then once it hits Mountain View, the city's been tasked with. We've got to widen that throughway, if you will, a little bit, and then install the lights in conjunction with Salt Lake County is what we do. But yes, we're hoping to all line that up. But yes, that is the plan. That won't just be a right in, right out like some of the other connections. This will be a full intersection.
Last night was a planning commission meeting, and they talked about, we've mentioned it before, the Commons at Herriman Town Center,
Yep.
Commercial project that's in the works. Last night hit a major checkpoint at the Planning Commission meeting. What's the update on that one?
So it was the first subdivision, kind of just how the buildings are going to lay out. They did show some renderings, still no tenants announced at this point. Just the renderings, kind of taking that next step just to make sure the Planning Commission is okay with design, with the way it's going to be set up. Full approval, of course, and then they took the first step with what they call a master development agreement. They just review it. That'll come to the council, but they just reviewed it, approved it, and now hopefully we'll see that in December, I think is the plan at our meeting. They'll get going, I think. We're almost there, really, with this project. It'll be fun, and tenants coming in the future.
Really excited. It's going to be on 134th South, right next to Mountain View Corridor. If you think of the McDonald's and the Walmart, it's kind of in that area, but closer to Mountain View Corridor.
Yep.
Really exciting, badly needed, and we've been waiting for this for a while and getting closer and closer to the finish line.
Exciting news, yep.
With the holiday season coming up, we wanted to make people aware of what we just decided last week or so to call Herriman for the holidays.
Love it.
Came from a phrase in our newsletter. So we have a lot of people we see ask, what does Herriman do for the holidays? What does Herriman do for the holidays?
Oh, my word, we got a lot this year. I think it's going to start, probably your first event's probably the second with Night of Lights. Also, that's when the ice ribbon opens.
Yes.
So people can start skating that night. So that opens that night. Then we have the wreaths across America on the 14th.
What is that, by the way, for people who haven't been to it?
Wreaths America, we put there's a small ceremony at the cemetery, and then there's a wreath placed on every veteran at the cemetery. About 173, I think, is the number now. It's in that area. They're all donated by residents. Residents been able to buy those. So thank you to everybody that's bought those. So everyone's been purchased for this year. Thank you. So it's just a quick ceremony and a quick just way to honor our veterans again.
And that happens at a lot of cemeteries across the whole country, hence the name Wreaths Across America.
Yep.
Herriman started participating a few years ago. Really neat event. Saturday morning, December 14th. So if you haven't been to that and you're looking, we're always looking for ways to honor veterans. This is another great opportunity to do that.
And residents that can come can help place the wreaths. That's what's really cool. It's not a city, city staff will, of course, but if there's residents that come, we prefer them to be able to take that time and explore the cemetery and honor those that are there. So please come out that morning. It can be cold, but sometimes we get some good weather on that morning too.
Right.
But it's a great event.
We also have the Winter Window Walk.
Oh, yes.
Which is it's a contest, really, for local businesses to decorate their storefronts. And we put them on a map. We post it on our website and social media. And they decorate their storefronts in a way that you can see from the outside. And you can go vote for your favorite. And It's just kind of a fun way to take in the holiday spirit, see all the different displays and different ideas and themes, and you can vote on what you think should be the winner too.
There is a range. I'll tell you what. There's a range from just amazing, cool decorations on the window to sometimes you got to step inside these and see some of these businesses go all out inside. But really, I love this because it's focusing. If you go follow the map that's on there, you might find some new businesses in Herriman you're not aware of right now. That's also the goal, is to support our local at the same time. I was talking to a business owner in the city last week, and she's like, I just don't have time to do much. I said, just get your name on this map so people are coming by. So looking forward to this, looking forward to supporting all our local businesses, and grateful for everybody that's participating.
Another note on that too. This was in the Council Corner in the newsletter this month. For those of you who like to read that, if you don't know how to get it, herriman.gov/newsletter, or with your utility bill. But it's becoming more and more convenient to shop online, which is awesome.
Right.
Online shopping helps Herriman City's sales tax. But if there's an opportunity to get something on your holiday shopping list in Herriman, it's only a few minute drive from wherever you are. It helps out your neighbors who own the businesses. It still helps the city with sales tax. It's always a good idea to shop local.
Right. Support. A lot of our businesses still are locally owned by local residents. So yes, please get out, even if it's gift certificates. I know that sometimes gets to a local. Don't just do a national chain gift card. Stop by one of our local restaurants and get a gift card from them. They're always willing to help with stuff like that. So.
Yeah. And alongside the Winter Window Walk, there's a similar event coming up to the, what are we calling it? The Holiday Homes of Herriman. We like our alliterations with H's.
Yes,
here.
we do.
Holiday Homes of Herriman. If you're familiar with the Best Dressed House from previous years, this is a similar concept where any resident of Herriman can go all out, decorate their home, and get on a map. We're not going to do prizes this year, but we just want to let people go see all the displays.
Well, people love putting if they go all out, they like having their name on that map, and I'm ready to go now. Like we were talking this week, my lights are already on and up, my trees are up. Like,
I love it.
I want to go look, so like I can't wait for this. We've already got some favorites here in the city, and I can't wait to find some more this year.
It's interesting to see the difference of people who absolutely wait until Black Friday to decorate their homes and go into the full Christmas mode or whatever other holiday, versus the people who are already decked out. Some people do it pre-Halloween, which in my opinion, I love Christmas and I don't like Halloween. That's a little bit early for me, but
November 1 for me, yes.
Love it.
And there's no gray area. You either decorate before or you decorate after, like early in November, or you're the day after. Like there's no in between around. Right. Like it's a very heated argument which one's better. So
we're even getting the city hall ready. We have 2 trees in our lobby. I guess we have to have it ready for the Night of Lights,
right,
the Monday after Thanksgiving, so there's that.
But it helps.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm a fan.
Cool. Well, man, here we are in the holiday season.
I can't believe it.
I feel like at least a dozen times this year on the podcast, like, man, time is really flying, but it is.
Every week it gets closer together. Every week we get together here. Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mayor Palmer, for coming in. A bit lighter week this week, but always things going on. Yep. And it's been a fun and interesting week. So.
And thanks for listening. Our viewership, our listenership is growing. This has been a fun venture for us. We highlighted it yesterday at the speech I gave yesterday highlighted this very podcast. I just love engaging and love trying to keep everybody informed. So it's the highlight of my week. So
yeah,
thanks for doing this.
And a thought I had the other day too, if you like the podcast, this isn't to gain money or income of any sort. That's not a government's function to make profit, or necessarily to gain listenership for the sake of listener counts. But if you like it, give it a rating on whatever platform you're listening to, especially if it's an audio platform like Apple Podcasts. That helps new listeners find it. It seems like the people who listen like it, which is great.
Right.
This is our one of our efforts to be transparent as a city government.
Yep.
And we feel like people like it. So if you like it, give it a rating, and hopefully that'll help other people find it. Again, not because we're just thirsty for new listeners and
not what it's
counts
about
and ratings and whatever. That's not what we do it for. We do it for transparency.
Yep.
But tell people about it, and hopefully it continues to grow.
Love it.
Thank you for listening and watching. As always, leave a question or a comment, and we'll answer it in our next edition. I guess people call it episodes in the podcast industry.
Yes, episodes.
Yeah, edition, show. Anyway, whatever you call it. Thanks, and have a great week. We'll talk to you next time.